I've made it all the way into the heartland of America when you come out of the Twin Cities and into Chetek. So this community is an agricultural-based community, but we're located on the shores of a very large lake, Lake Chetek. And Lake Chetek is a vacation hotspot for a lot of folks this time of year. So the little town of Chetek zooms from a population of about 2,500 to about 15,000 during the peak of the summer season. And there was many resorts here and a lot going on. Core Products is recognized worldwide in the chiropractic industry and throughout the United States and several other industries as a leader in orthopedic supports and soft goods, and we employ about 140 people in 3 locations. So we have a location in Osceola, Wisconsin, Chetek, Wisconsin, which is where we are today. This is our manufacturing center, and then we bought a competitor in Toronto, Canada, and that was Therapeutica, and so we still office in Canada at the Therapeutica office as well. I borrowed $40,000 from my dad, and I had some cash in the bank and so forth. And so when I started with that little bit of seed money. Okay. And I also was able to leverage a relationship with a CPA that had worked with me previously. In fact, when I walked away from the business, he left also as their outside consultant, and he began coaching me. And I had a relationship with a banker that helped me a little bit with some seed money, and we just bootstrapped it. When I launched, I probably started with a couple of dozen products, and then there was one item in the market that there was this orthopedic pillow, which today is our Tri-Core pillow. Yeah. There was one slightly similar product that was only sold by a captured group of salespeople that worked for one entity. And I was working with all the independent distributors and dealers, and they all wanted something to compete with that item. And so we developed the Tri-Core pillow, which was really the first fiber-filled orthopedic pillow that was made to provide neck support. When you're sleeping on your back, it supports your neck and cradles your head so that it encourages the normal curve of the neck, which we call the cervical curve. And as you roll over onto your side, you get a much fuller side sleeping area because you need more loft when you're on your side, and you want something under your neck. So this pillow is designed to do that. And we took that product to market, and that was the key to our early success, is that product was very much in demand and wanted by the independent dealers and distributors in the marketplace.
We have a lot of different areas of the body that you can treat. Sweeto is known for the ankle braces. We also have the Thermovent product line, which deals with plantar fasciitis, knee injuries, ankle injuries, arthritis in the hands, carpal tunnel. So pretty much treats all the various body parts.
If you find a really good banker, that's a very inexpensive coach. You don't pay a banker by the hour for his advice. You pay your lawyer and your accountant by the hour. The banker's happy to give you free advice all the time. And this guy was an incredible coach for me. And he helped me figure out that what I needed to do was relocate my business to Wisconsin, because there was some enormous tax advantages by being in Wisconsin when you don't need foot traffic in and out of your facility. Well, so then what happened is we left this place in Vadnais Heights, and we built an office in Osceola, Wisconsin. Okay. And so I don't remember what year. I'm not very good at the years, and it doesn't matter. But anyway, it was several years later we built the office in Osceola. And then Osceola is our main office. It's our marketing, sales, accounting, all the HR function. Everything's based over there. And then our pick, pack, and ship location and customer service are there. And so then we have some of our fiber-filled pillows are still manufactured in Osceola. And then everything else is manufactured here in Chetek. And so we manufacture the pillows, all kinds of braces. I mean, you can literally start at the neck and work all the way down through the shoulder, the elbow, the wrist, the ankle, the knee. We make products for everything. We have a variety of brands that we own. So we own Core Products, which is known for our pillows. We own Sweeto, which is a very recognized and very senior brand in the lower extremity brace category. We own the Therapeutica pillow, which was one of our competitors. This is our Genie Rub Massager. Okay. And you can see this is a wonderful tool. This tool is used by professionals in massage, in chiropractic, in physical therapy, and it's used to loosen sore muscles, You can see a lot of our selection on coreproducts.com, and then in addition to that, under our label corecontract.com, we do contract manufacturing. Now we're very fussy about who we take on as a contract manufacturing client, and their product line needs to fit into the kind of manufacturing we're doing, and we're not a job shop, so we won't make one of this and one of that. But if somebody wants true production quantity, for example, I have one customer that is in the veterinary business, and we make the patient gown or the surgery gowns that the doctor would wear doing surgery in that environment. I make for the government, I make covers for tanks and all kinds of military equipment. Oh. And so about 25% of our business today is contract manufacturing. Okay. About of our regular business, our branded business, if you will, about half of what we sell today ultimately is sold by somebody on the internet, which is an enormous difference from where we were just a few years ago. Wow. And so if we sell to a distributor, he might sell to a reseller who ultimately sells the product online. Whereas when we started, we sold to a distributor who sold to a dealer who handed a product to a patient. And so then today we sell not only to the distributor, to the various kinds of dealers, but we also sell to the consumer through our own website as well as our other online presences, which are very substantial. Yeah. So we're very good at having structures for manufacturing processes and being able to do a time study, and here's a bill of materials, here's the time study, how much time goes into this widget, and therefore here's your cost, and you can determine your selling price, and you can determine at any moment in time whether you're ahead or behind on your stuff. Yeah. The same processes for how to manage what goes on in your administrative side is far more obscure. Yeah. And Traction creates clarity for that. It starts out with an understanding of what is the visionary and what is the integrator, and so that divides the role of the traditional president of a company into two clearly defined roles. Yeah. Whereas a president and a vice president means they're a mirror image of each other. The visionary and integrator are two very well defined roles. And if somebody's struggling at the top end of their business now and kind of at that growth curve, I would suggest if they do nothing else, buy Traction and read that definition of visionary and integrator, and you'll find out you don't have to be in charge of everything. And you don't have to know everything. If you have the right person as the number two, it starts to get easier. Then you build out your organizational chart from that, which they call the accountability chart, not an organizational chart. Accountability chart's important because it flows with responsibility and accountability and how information flows through the business. That's very exciting. And then it creates an opportunity for you to have an annual, a quarterly, and a weekly meeting, and Traction outlines the structure for those meetings. Having a textbook that you learn with and around your staff as it grows to really build some process in your administrative functions and sales functions is enormous and will make a huge difference. And then what I'm most proud of is that at the beginning of January, we sold our first batch of our business, and we sold it through an employee stock ownership program, and so our employees are now becoming owners of our business.
I like working for Core because of Phil. He's a great owner, and he takes care of you like we're all one family.